Ever wondered what it takes to own a car that costs more than a house? Yeah, me too. Join me as we explore the top 10 most expensive cars of 2024. We're talking about vehicles so exclusive, so meticulously crafted, that they redefine the very meaning of luxury. These cars are not just vehicles, they're symbols of luxury, power, and engineering excellence. Let's count down the most coveted automobiles of the year. Okay, so we're kicking off our list with the Mercedes-Maybach GLS 600 4MATIC, and let me tell you, this is not your average grocery getter. This SUV is in a class of its own, a symbol of opulence on four wheels. I mean, when you think SUVs, you think practicality, right? But the Maybach GLS 600? This thing is all about luxury. First of all, the sheer size of this thing is impressive. It's like a tank, but a really, really luxurious tank. And speaking of luxury, let's talk about the interior. Imagine stepping inside a five-star hotel suite on wheels. That's what it's like. You've got your plush leather seats, heated and cooled, of course, with massage functions because why not? The wood trim, it's not just wood trim, it's handcrafted from some exotic tree you've probably never even heard of. And the technology, screens everywhere, a sound system that'll make your ears bleed, in a good way of course, and more gadgets than you can shake a stick at. But it's not just about the fancy stuff. Under the hood, you've got a beast of an engine, a 4.0-litre twin-turbocharged V8 that churns out, get this, 550 horsepower. So, yeah, it's quick. But it's not about raw speed here. It's about effortless power. You know, the kind of power that makes you feel like you can conquer the world, or at least navigate rush hour traffic in style. And let's not forget the price tag. This thing will set you back a cool $1.7 million. That's right, you could buy a nice house for that kind of money. But hey, who needs a house when you can cruise around in this palace on wheels? All right, folks, buckle up because we're moving on to number 9 on our list, and this one is a serious contender for the title of fastest car on Earth, the Hennessy Venom F5. This American-made hypercar is all about pushing the limits of speed and performance, and when I say pushing the limits, I mean shattering them into a million pieces. This car is a monster. It's powered by a 6.6-litre twin-turbocharged V8 engine that produces, get this, a mind-blowing 1,817 horsepower. That's not a typo, you heard that right, 1,817 horsepower. That's more horsepower than some small countries have. And what do you do with all that power? Well, Hennessy claims this thing can hit a top speed of over 311 miles per hour. That's faster than a Boeing 737 taking off. But the Venom F5 isn't just about brute force. It's also incredibly aerodynamic, with a body designed to slice through the air like a hot knife through butter. They've even got this crazy active rear wing that adjusts to keep the car glued to the road, even at insane speeds. And the interior? Well, it's surprisingly luxurious for a car that's essentially a rocket ship on wheels. You've got leather and Alcantara everywhere, a digital instrument cluster, and a minimalist design that focuses on, well, driving really, really fast. Of course, all this performance and exclusivity comes at a price. The Hennessy Venom F5 will set you back a cool $2.1 million. But hey, if you're looking for the ultimate adrenaline rush and have a couple of $1 million burning a hole in your pocket, this might just be the car for you. Hold on to your hats, ladies and gentlemen, because we're about to dive into the world of Italian exotica with the Lamborghini Veneno Roadster coming in at number 8 on our list. This is a car that's as much about making a statement as it is about performance. It's loud, it's brash, and it's absolutely stunning to look at. Let's start with the design, because let's face it, that's what grabs your attention first. This car looks like it was designed by aliens. It's all sharp angles, aggressive lines, and massive air intakes. And those doors, they don't just open, they scissor up, like something out of a science fiction movie. It's like a rolling testament to the idea that if you're going to do something, you might as well do it big. But the Veneno Roadster isn't just about looks. It's got the performance to back it up. Under that wild exterior beats the heart of a raging bull, a 6.5-litre V12 engine that pumps out a monstrous 740 horsepower. That's enough to launch this Italian stallion from 0 to 60 in a blistering 2.9 seconds and onto a top speed of 221 miles per hour. Now, the interior is pure Lamborghini, a blend of luxury and sportiness. You've got your fine leather seats, Alcantara trim, and a fighter jet-inspired cockpit. It's not the most spacious interior, but hey, when you're driving a car like this, who cares about legroom, right? You're too busy having the time of your life. And speaking of having the time of your life, the Veneno Roadster is a rare beast. Lamborghini only made 9 of these bad boys, each with a price tag of around $2.2 million. So yeah, you're not likely to see one of these at your local Cars and Coffee, but that's part of what makes it so special. It's a car for the few, the proud, the ones who want to stand out from the crowd and make a statement wherever they go. All right, folks, we're moving on to number 7 on our list, and this one is a real game changer, the Aston Martin Valkyrie. This is a car that blurs the line between a road car and a Formula One race car, and it's absolutely breathtaking. Now, the Valkyrie is the result of a collaboration between Aston Martin and Red Bull Racing, and you can tell that these guys weren't messing around. This car is a technological tour de force, with a design that's as much about aerodynamics as it is about aesthetics. I mean, look at this thing. It looks like it's going 1,000,000 miles an hour, just standing still. And speaking of going fast, the Valkyrie is powered by a hybrid powertrain that combines a naturally aspirated 6.5-litre V12 engine with an electric motor. The result is a combined output of 1,160 horsepower and 664 pound-feet of torque. That's right, this car has more power than a small village. But it's not just about power. The Valkyrie is also incredibly light, thanks to its extensive use of carbon fibre. In fact, the car weighs less than a Mazda Miata. That's insane. And when you combine that power with that lightness, you get performance that's out of this world. Aston Martin claims the Valkyrie can hit a top speed of over 250 miles per hour and can pull 1.8 Gs of lateral acceleration. That's enough to make your face melt off. Inside, the Valkyrie is as minimalist as it gets. You've got 2 seats, a steering wheel, and a whole lot of carbon fibre. There's no infotainment system, no cup holders, no distractions. This car is all about the driving experience, and what an experience it must be. Only 150 Valkyries will ever be made, each with a price tag of around $2.5 million. So yeah, it's not exactly your everyday commuter car, but that's what makes it so special. It's a car for the true driving enthusiast, the one who wants to experience the ultimate in performance and exclusivity. We're halfway through our list and the hits just keep on coming. At number 6, we have a car that needs no introduction, the Ferrari SF90 Stradale. This is Ferrari's first ever plug-in hybrid supercar, and it's a technological marvel that showcases the future of performance. Now, the SF90 Stradale is a stunner, no doubt about it. It's got that classic Ferrari DNA with its sleek lines, aggressive stance, and of course, that iconic prancing horse badge. But it also has a futuristic edge, with its aerodynamic design and innovative hybrid powertrain. Speaking of the powertrain, the SF90 Stradale combines a 4.0-litre twin-turbocharged V8 engine with 3 electric motors. The result is a combined output of 986 horsepower, making it the most powerful road-going Ferrari ever produced. That's right, this car has more power than a small country. But it's not just about power. The SF90 Stradale is also incredibly quick. It can sprint from 0 to 60 in a mind-blowing 2.5 seconds and onto a top speed of 211 miles per hour. And thanks to its all-wheel drive system, it can handle corners like it's on rails. Inside, the SF90 Stradale is a blend of luxury and technology. The cabin is driver-focused, with a minimalist design and a futuristic steering wheel inspired by Formula One cars. You've also got a large digital instrument cluster and a head-up display, so you can keep your eyes on the road. Of course, all this performance and technology comes at a price. The Ferrari SF90 Stradale starts at around $2.6 million. But hey, if you're looking for the ultimate expression of Ferrari performance and innovation, this might just be the car for you. Okay, folks, we're getting into the really exclusive stuff now. At number 5 on our list, we have a car that's as much a work of art as it is a machine. The Pagani Huayra Roadster BC. This is a car that's hand-built in Italy with an attention to detail that's borderline obsessive. Now, the Huayra Roadster BC is the convertible version of the already insane Huayra BC Coupe, and it's even more extreme. The design is pure Pagani, with its flowing lines, intricate details, and that signature central exhaust system that looks like it belongs on a jet fighter. And speaking of jet fighters, the Huayra Roadster BC is powered by a 6.0-litre twin-turbocharged V12 engine that's hand-built by Mercedes-AMG. This beast produces 791 horsepower and 774 pound-feet of torque, which is enough to propel the car from 0 to 60 in under 3 seconds and onto a top speed of over 230 miles per hour. But the Huayra Roadster BC isn't just about straight-line speed. It's also incredibly agile thanks to its advanced aerodynamics and lightweight construction. The car features active aero elements that adjust to keep it glued to the road, and it's made entirely of carbon fiber and other lightweight materials. Inside, the Huayra Roadster BC is a work of art. The cabin is lined in the finest leather and Alcantara, and the attention to detail is simply incredible. Every switch, every knob, every surface is beautifully crafted. Of course, all this exclusivity and craftsmanship comes at a price. The Pagani Huayra Roadster BC will set you back a cool $2.7 million. But hey, if you're looking for a car that's as much a work of art as it is a machine, this might just be the car for you. All right, folks, hold on to your hats because we're about to enter the realm of hypercar royalty. At number 4 on our list, we have a car that's rewriting the rules of performance and luxury, the McLaren Speedtail. This is a car that's as much about innovation as it is about speed, and it's absolutely breathtaking. The Speedtail is a masterpiece of aerodynamic design. It's long, it's sleek, and it looks like it's going 1,000,000 miles an hour just standing still. And speaking of going fast, the Speedtail is powered by a hybrid powertrain that combines a 4-litre twin-turbocharged V8 engine with an electric motor. The result is a combined output of 1,035 horsepower, which is enough to propel the car to a top speed of 250 miles per hour, making it the fastest McLaren ever made. But the Speedtail isn't just about brute force, it's also incredibly efficient. Thanks to its aerodynamic design and hybrid powertrain, it can achieve a range of over 600 miles on a single tank of gas. That's right, you can drive this hypercar from Los Angeles to San Francisco without having to stop for gas. Inside, the Speedtail is a masterpiece of minimalist design. The cabin is driver-focused with a 3-seat layout that puts the driver in the center like a fighter jet. The materials are all top-notch, with leather, Alcantara, and carbon fiber galore. And the technology is just as impressive. With a digital instrument cluster, a head-up display, and a rear-view camera system that replaces the traditional mirrors. Of course, all this performance, luxury, and innovation comes at a price. The McLaren Speedtail will set you back a cool $2.7 million, but hey, if you're looking for a car that's as much about making a statement as it is about getting from point A to point B as quickly and stylishly as possible, this might just be the car for you. We're now entering the top 3, folks, and the competition is getting fierce. At number 3 on our list, we have a car that's pushing the boundaries of what's possible in the world of hypercars, the Koenigsegg Jesko Absolute. This is a car that's designed for one thing and one thing only: speed. The Jesko Absolute is the brainchild of Swedish automotive visionary Christian von Koenigsegg, and it's named after his father, Jesko von Koenigsegg. This car is a testament to their shared passion for speed and engineering excellence, and it's absolutely breathtaking. Now, the Jesko Absolute is powered by a 5-litre twin-turbocharged V8 engine that produces an astounding 1,600 horsepower on E85 fuel. That's right, This car runs on biofuel. And it's not just powerful, it's also incredibly light, thanks to its extensive use of carbon fiber and other lightweight materials. But the Jesko Absolute isn't just about brute force, it's also incredibly aerodynamic. It has a drag coefficient of just 0.278, which is lower than some sports cars. And it features active aero elements that adjust to keep it glued to the road at high speeds. Inside, the Jesko Absolute is surprisingly spacious and comfortable for a hypercar. The cabin is driver-focused, with a minimalist design and a digital instrument cluster. And the seats are supportive and comfortable, even for long drives. Of course, all this performance, technology and exclusivity comes at a price. The Koenigsegg Jesko Absolute will set you back a cool $3.3 million. But hey, if you're looking for a car that's literally in a class of its own, this might just be the car for you. We're down to the wire, folks. And at number 2 on our list, we have a car that represents the pinnacle of luxury and exclusivity, the Rolls-Royce Phantom Tempest. This is a car that's designed for those who demand the very best, and it's absolutely breathtaking. The Phantom Tempest is a limited edition version of the already opulent Rolls-Royce Phantom, and it's inspired by the concept of time and the vastness of space. Only 20 examples of this automotive masterpiece will ever be made, each one unique and handcrafted to the owner's exact specifications. Now, the Phantom Tempest is all about the experience. From the moment you lay eyes on it, you know you're in the presence of something truly special. The exterior is finished in a bespoke paint colour called Kairos Blue, which shimmers and changes colour in different lights. And the signature Spirit of Ecstasy hood ornament is illuminated, casting an ethereal glow on the road ahead. But the real magic happens when you step inside. The interior of the Phantom Tempest is a sanctuary of luxury and craftsmanship. The seats are upholstered in the finest leather, and the headliner is adorned with hundreds of fibre optic lights that mimic a starlit sky. And the dashboard features a unique art installation called the Frozen Flow of Time, which is made up of 100 individual aluminum columns that represent the passage of time. Of course, no Rolls-Royce would be complete without its signature magic carpet ride. The Phantom Tempest glides effortlessly over the road thanks to its advanced suspension system and powerful V12 engine. It's like floating on a cloud. And speaking of the engine, the Phantom Tempest is powered by a 6.75-litre twin-turbocharged V12 that produces 563 horsepower and 664 pound-feet of torque. It's not the most powerful car on this list, but it's more than enough to propel this land yacht to a top speed of 155 miles per hour. But the Phantom Tempest isn't about speed, it's about the journey. It's about experiencing the ultimate in luxury, craftsmanship and exclusivity. And with a price tag of $3.4 million, it's a journey that's reserved for a select few. And now, folks, the moment you've all been waiting for. The number 1 spot on our list of the most expensive cars of 2024 goes to a car that needs no introduction. The Bugatti Chiron Supersport. This is the car that redefines what's possible in the world of hypercars. A masterpiece of engineering, design and performance. The Chiron Supersport is the ultimate expression of Bugatti's philosophy of art, form, technique. It's a car that's as beautiful as it is fast, as luxurious as it is technologically advanced. It's a car that's in a class of its own. Now, the Chiron Supersport is powered by an 8-litre quad-turbocharged W16 engine that produces a mind-blowing 1,600 horsepower and 1,180 pound-feet of torque. That's right, this car has more power than some small countries. But it's not just about power. The Chiron Supersport is also incredibly aerodynamic. It has a drag coefficient of just 0.35, which is lower than some sports cars, and it features active aero elements that adjust to keep it glued to the road at high speeds. And speaking of high speeds, the Chiron Supersport has a top speed of 304 miles per hour, making it one of the fastest cars in the world. It can go from 0 to 60 in just 2.4 seconds, and it can cover a quarter mile in under 10 seconds. But the Chiron Supersport isn't just about speed, it's also incredibly luxurious. The interior is a masterpiece of craftsmanship, with leather, Alcantara and carbon fibre everywhere you look. The seats are supportive and comfortable, even at high speeds. And the sound system is so good that you'll think you're at a live concert. Of course, all this performance, luxury and exclusivity comes at a price. The Bugatti Chiron Supersport will set you back a cool $3.9 million. But hey, if you're looking for the ultimate expression of automotive excellence, this might just be the car for you. Well, there you have it, folks. The top 10 most expensive cars of 2024. From the handcrafted elegance of the Rolls-Royce Phantom Tempest to the mind-bending speed of the Bugatti Chiron Supersport, these cars represent the pinnacle of automotive achievement. We've just explored the top 10 most expensive cars of 2024. Each one is a masterpiece of engineering and design, pushing the boundaries of what's possible in the automotive world. These cars are more than just vehicles. They're works of art, technological marvels and status symbols all rolled into one. They're the ultimate dream machines, reserved for a select few who can afford to indulge in their automotive fantasies. If you're interested in learning more about these luxury vehicles or other automotive topics, subscribe to our channel for more exciting content. We've got all the latest car reviews, comparisons and news, so you can stay up to date on everything automotive.